Hello everybody and welcome to the Essentials Play Civilization 5 with a community balance patch mod as Korea. I think we're doing quite well. We are by far in leader in literacy, which is insane. And the rest of the numbers, I mean, they're not fantastic, but they're doing really well. Especially since we also at number 7 in population. I would have thought we would be 8. But yeah. We just got our first Hwacha, which is gonna be our defense unit. And yeah, I wanna give him more combat strength against wounded units. And yeah, should this spearman now decide to attack Degao, then he will come home. Well, he won't come home at all actually. We will kill him immediately. Because we will be able to set him up next turn, and then he will be able to fire 2 times uh, per turn against any units, and that's gonna be a lot of damage. I would like to have embassies, an exchange of embassies actually. That's a lot better. And I'm actually wondering, did they remove the need to have iron for... No, siege weapons still need iron, but the Hwacha doesn't, which is a really good extra thing for us, because we have actually no source of iron available to us at the moment. Next turn our cargo ship will also be ready in Seoul. We will send it to Busan to help it speed up its development over there, and it will also remove some isolation from that city as well. So right now it's set up, can fire twice per turn. That's gonna be a good defensive position. Cargo ship to Busan, and it's gonna go for the hammers, which will speed up the lighthouse to 4 turns, and that's gonna be great. We are as well gonna get the Scrivener's office, because it will give us 2 happiness, a culture, and an extra slot for a specialist. So that's pretty much all that we wanted, right? Jeonju will finish his monument. Hopefully that will counter the boring city unhappiness as well, and we're getting closer to like full happiness again even. And in 3 turns we can get a new policy, which is probably going to be natural treasure for an extra great engineer. And in 8 turns we also get a great engineer itself. So you're still suffering from boredom. Just barely didn't have enough. That's a shame. We can go ahead and get you some extra boredom buildings, but I kinda like a library more at the moment. It will give us a great scientist specialist, which will be able to produce some culture. So let's do that. Oda Nobunaga entered the medieval era. Yeah, what would we want from our... We want to build mosques actually as well. What do we want with our great engineer? There's not really any one that we can build right now. And we can maybe go for Alhambra, or one of the Cathedral of St. Basil, Hagia Sophia. All valid options. I think I like Alhambra more actually. Gives us that culture boost that we often want. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Alhambra. If we can swing it that way, of course. That's always the question. Maybe actually instead of building the mosques, we want to have a missionary first. So get that one. Get a great engineer. Okay. Great engineer has been born, and the next one will be in 6 turns. And we will have Alhambra in 5 turns. So in the meantime, we can also put our great engineer to use as for another building. Like, I think the Cathedral of St. Basil would be pretty good for us actually. So let's finish that one with our great engineer, Henry Ford, Cathedral of St. Basil. Next turn we should be able to pick a Reformation belief. And I think there is a Reformation belief that will give us extra stuff if we expand a great person. And therefore I'm not gonna expand a great person yet. Because we have the writer available to us, but I'm not gonna use it. And we're gonna go for a missionary. And our economy is actually looking quite well as well. With 32 gold per turn, we have some gold to spend actually. But right now, maybe we don't want to spend it yet. Another Hawacha in Degao is gonna be pretty good, I think, as well. And we got a golden age. Yeah, this is probably the one that I will get. You have fate to purchase any type of great person, and 50 gold, science, culture, and fate when expanding a great person. That's going really well with the great person machine that we got. And this is more or less when you're the host. So this is diplomatic, this is also diplomatic, this is tourism, which is also a possibility for us, but I don't think we want that. This is also good, universities, public schools, and research lab with fate. Oh, maybe that's actually even better. I don't know. Opera House, Museum, and Broadcast Towers with fate, it's also really good. So they're all really, really good. But I think this might be the best one. Yeah, let's just go with that one. And the worker over here can... You finished the salt over there, now we can put on more salt. And how much did it cost again to get a Huacha? It's gonna take you one more turn. So you're gonna take a step back, you're gonna move there next turn. Well, actually you can do that this turn already. Set up. Now we can expand this great writer, and we should get a lot of extra bonuses as well in fate and gold and everything, so we can actually do it this turn. Hawacha. There you go. And this missionary should go to Busan and spread the word over there. Now, do we want to save for a great profit at the moment? It's gonna be 23 turns. Or do we try to build the Hagia Sophia? I think we're just gonna build mosques everywhere, and then eventually we'll get to a great profit naturally. I don't think we're gonna build the Hagia Sophia either. I kinda wanna go with an aqueduct over here now. And we can promote a unit, which is also gonna have the against the wounded units extra power. And I don't think the Zulus will try to invade us this turn. If they do, they're gonna have a really bad time. But if they don't, then we will be ready for them whenever they do. Great scientist in Seoul. That's really good, but we're not gonna keep him in Seoul. Yeah, this is probably a good place for a great academy. Maybe actually over here. Set up, do nothing. Alright, and now we are definitely ready for anything the Zulus can throw at us at Degao. And some minor cases in Jeonju as well, because they are really close together, and Seoul is protected by a lot of hills and can easily build one himself as well. And it is complaining about dangerous city, so we might want to construct a wall over there soon. But in the meantime, I think we're good. Because these are so powerful. I really like the art as well. Alright, that's something I forgot to do. I had some requests to actually turn on quick movement because the movement was apparently a little bit slow. So let's do that. Where did we find that? Game options, single player quick movement, accept. So we should have quick movement on now. No, actually, I want you to be on alert status. So with the Scrivener's office done, we are now at positive happiness. That's really surprising, but also really good. And yeah, I think we will go with a walls over here to counter the crime. I'm not sure how we now produce 1.53 and we need per citizen and we need 3. Yeah, this is not gonna be nearly enough. We need 20 extra defense. Maybe gonna do a little bit though. Could also go for like market. There are a lot of buildings we can build which gonna be good for us. But the temple is actually gonna do a lot of for us as well. We can buy it and make it faster. Go over here, spread Taoism, and next turn. And the Alhambra has been built far away. So yeah, I think we're gonna go with the Hagia Sophia then. Which is a shame because we just spent money on the temple, which we're gonna get for free in 2 turns. If we build the Hagia Sophia, we get a free temple. So that's kind of a shame, but fine. Then I suggest you will build some walls. And we're gonna buy those as well. We have the money at the moment. We can spend it for another worker, but I don't think that's necessary. And I kind of want to go towards a compass for fishing boats. Actually, chemistry maybe even for the Leaning Tower of Pisa. It's also gonna be really good for us. Parthenon is no concern to us at all because we need progress for that and we don't have it. And let's make Hong Kong Taoistic as well. So the aqueduct has been built here. We can build the heroic epic over here because we have a barracks over here. And maybe that's not even a bad idea. But it's also suffering from boredom, illiteracy and poverty. So let's start with a library. A good old-fashioned library. We have got a great musician and a great engineer. So let's start with a great musician. Puppet, yes. Which will get us a new policy as well. So let's get humanism. Which gives us more culture and more technologies and everything is good. We could also build a mosque somewhere. Let's do it over here. And does Dega already have a mosque? No. And in 4 turns it will. Now for the great engineer, we want to get the Hagia Sophia. And oh, it's actually not going to finish immediately. Then yeah, let's spend 1 turn waiting. Oh, that's a shame. I really would have thought it would do it immediately. Do you want to have copper exchange instead? Which is great. Because Hong Kong is now happy with us because we got some copper. And we are happy in total as well. This worker is done. Let's hook up some more salts. We have a lot of money now, so let's buy a worker. And finish the Hagia Sophia. Which gives us another great profit. Which we will spend. And what will we get? We can get scholarships for extra science for 2 follows in a city. It can be quite good. But I think a building would be more interesting. Cathedrals, churches, pagodas. Pagodas might be good. And this is resistance and tourism. And pagodas gives reduced boredom and +2 yields for every world religion that has at least one follower in the city. But I think pagoda also gives us culture. Let's see. Pagoda. Yeah, it gives 2 culture and 2 fate. The stupa, I don't think that was left. What was it? The cathedral was there for 3 gold and 3 fate. 3 fate itself. Mosque is... A monastery is something we can't choose. A mosque is what we had. It's already chosen. Pagoda was the one I'm thinking about. Stupa. It's 5 fate and 4 tourism. It might actually be better. And synagogue was not there either. 4 tourism is once architecture is researched. Well, then again, we don't really get much benefit at all from spreading our religion that much. So let's go with pagodas. And then for enhancer belief, gain science when the missionary spreads religion to another city. That's actually something we might consider, and then getting the stupas would be better because we get more fate out of it. And tourism, which is also really good for us. And with more fate we get more missionaries. They become stronger and gain science. And they gain science when they spread this religion to cities of other religions. And there are a lot of places with other religions. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with evangelism. Alright. So we now can get a mosque over here. And after that we're gonna get some stupas. And we're already in 8 turns getting our next policy, which is heritage, which gives us a lot of extra culture. And when entering a golden age we're gonna have some cool stuff as well. And we're rocking at 8 happiness at the moment, which is a lot more than we did at the beginning of the episode. I think we started at -5 or something like that. We have a major swing. And we're also almost getting our salt completely hooked up. So another worker over there, and I'm gonna get a worker over here as well. Right now we should pretty much have enough workers going for us. We need 4 more citizens to get the Grand Temple or the School of Philosophy. So we can reduce crime by building a castle, but I think an aqueduct over here is gonna be glorious as well. We want a faster growing Seoul. And I might even spend some money on doing that. Let's construct a mine and hook up the ivory will be our first priority. Then go over here and you're gonna hook up a mine over there as well, because besides being an awesome tile to work, we will also have a guaranteed monopoly on salt then. And that will make our cities grow even faster. So how much does it cost for the aqueduct to be rushed? 8 extra gold. That's gonna be fine. Stupa has been built. And we're not that far away from architecture. Machu Picchu has been completed as well. And we are not the wealthiest civilization on the earth. That's fine. An aqueduct has been finished here, and I would suggest you go for a well now for a little bit of extra power. You can finish the aqueduct in 1 turn now, which is great because in 2 turns we'll actually have growth. And yeah, let's continue. Somebody went into the medieval era, which is fine. We're making progress towards the Renaissance era. Machinery has been built or finished, and I don't think we're gonna go after the Notre Dame. It is fate and happiness, but I think we have better priorities. Getting coliseums up and running is also pretty good. Amphitheaters for extra science and culture is also really good. Um, Creative expressions, is that something over here? I don't think so. I have no idea. Creative expressions. Maybe that's actually here. No. I have no idea where creative expressions might be then. Because it was here as a +1 culture for amphitheaters. I don't know. We also want this actually. This is gonna be more important. To get our universities up and running. For you, I would suggest a well probably first. For a little bit of extra production and such. Or stoneworks actually, that's gonna be a lot of production in gold. Yeah, let's go for stoneworks. We can buy that for you. Because we have a lot of money to spare at the moment. Oh! Very well. We've plundered a trade route already, so gain some money out of that as well. And there are no units moving in yet. But in Seoul we need to make sure that we'll be able to get a Hwacha as well. So I'm gonna switch over to barracks first. Let's actually rush the barracks. Get you to a production focus. Well, we lost a little bit of money of that, of course. But this is gonna make a lot of things fine again, money-wise. Spain has a monopoly on truffles. And there's a spearman actually over there. Let's bombard him. And our weak archers should still be quite good against spearmans. And you should actually go to the city. You are done constructing the mine, luckily on time. There's a spearman over here as well. And let's go just this way. But that's gonna be it for this episode. Next episode we're gonna see how this war with the Zulus is going to affect our nation. Right now I don't think we're gonna have that much trouble with it, but you never know what it might end up like. But that's all gonna be in the next episode. Until then, thank you guys for watching and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.